now. It's so nice to meet you, be in your company. Who am I? Nani. I love stories. I come from the moon. I'll stay a few days and I'll go back soon. Will you remember me? Huh? Nani. Everyone has a story. You? You. Even you. Everyone has a story. We just don't know how to tell. I'll help you bring it out with my special magic spell. Who am I? Can you tell? Huh? Can you all shout Nani? Nani. There, can you all shout Nani? Nani. Who am I? Say it. Nani. Yes, I am Nani. And I am a storyteller. So once upon a time, there was a little girl. You know, she loved singing, dancing, acting. But she loved dancing the most. So she started to learn the Indian classical dance. And she wanted to be a dancer once she grew up. She was going at it full speed. But one day, she met with an accident and broke her foot into many pieces, multiple fractures. After that, she couldn't dance the way she used to. Her heart was broken. Her dream was shattered. But a few years later, something magical happened. She saw a puppeteer who would later on go on to become her puppetry master, but she didn't know him then. She saw him talking with his hands, making his hands do different things like singing, dancing, acting. And she said, oh, whatever this is, I'm going to learn puppetry. And if I can't dance with my feet, I'm going to dance with my hands. You are right. That's what she did. She became a puppeteer. Her heart was healed. Puppetry gave her a dream once again. Do you know who's this girl I'm talking about? You. Who said it? I love you all. This one, right here, behind me. I don't know what she's doing, lurking behind me like that. Sangya, you take it forward, okay? I'm going to go, you all. Did you like this story? Who am I? Thank you, everybody, for that applause. As Nani correctly said, I'm Sangya, and I am a puppeteer. I love puppetry. I've been a puppeteer since 16 years now. I started in 2006. Yes, I'm quite old. So what I do, essentially when I say I'm a puppeteer, what do? I make puppets with my hands, like physical puppets with fur, fabric, and foam. And I perform them for the stage. So I do a lot of puppet shows, puppet plays. I also do puppetry for television, for video, which we call screen puppetry or television puppetry. I also train puppeteers worldwide. Can we go to the next slide, please? This will give you a glimpse, just a little glimpse of what all I do with puppets. Nani rightly said that puppetry picked me up and it showed me the light. And today, I want to share a little bit of this light with all of you. So on March 21st, we celebrate World Puppetry Day. But do you know what day do we celebrate just a day before? On March 20th? Anybody knows? It is the UN's International Day of Happiness. Puppetry and happiness existing side by side. I feel this is no accident. I really believe that puppetry raises our happiness quotient many folds, making us joyous, more positive, more energetic. And I want to give you all like bona fide reasons why I believe so. All right? Okay, let's go on to the next slide, please. Puppetry basically brings out the child in all of us. If we go to the next slide, we'll see what I'm saying. Yes, this. All right. You know, the creator of the Muppets, Jim Henson, the legendary puppeteer, do you all know him? Have heard of him? He created Sesame Street, the Fraggle Rock. I mean, great, great puppet works. Can we go to the next slide? We'll take a look at who Jim Henson is here. And he said, the most sophisticated people I know, inside they are all children. And he's so right. I've seen it firsthand with my work. I've shot with puppets, with giants like Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji, Shri Amjad Ali Khan ji, interacting with puppets, working with them. And these are greats. But they also turn into children the moment they see the puppet. The way they interact with these creatures is amazing. It's very childlike. And it goes for all of us. We were all once children before we grew up. Anybody here who thinks somebody wasn't a child? Straight away born into adulthood? No, we were all kids. Puppets talk to this child within all of us, no matter our age. Next slide, please. You know, when we are kids, we play with toys and objects. We have all played with toys and objects. Just quickly think of your favorite toy or favorite object that you used to play with. It brings back, suddenly it rushes back all your childhood memories. And I believe as children, we were all puppeteers. All children are puppeteers. We have all been puppeteers, we've just forgotten it. How? Puppeteers, what they essentially do is they bring life to the lifeless. They animate the inanimate, right? And children also do the same. They bring life to their objects, to their toys. How? For a child, a shoe can be an aeroplane. Or mom's shawl can be a superhero cape. Or a small twig, little branch can be a magic wand. Or a soft toy can be our best friend. Right? It's this magic of play that we forget once we grow up. Puppetry reminds us of this creative imagination we all used to have as children. When we watch puppets, when we play puppets, we are suddenly rushed back. We become children again, feeling that same abandon, same excitement we used to feel as kids. Now, my work mainly happens with children. But I see the impact of puppetry on grown-ups also, every day of my work. Like we are all grown-ups here, but when Nani came, what happened? Your eyes were sparkling. You know, I could see from behind her, the way your eyes glinted, all of you were smiling. This is the magic puppets have on us. Next slide, please. When I work in the corporate sector, when I do corporate workshops, I see adults transform into energetic kids right in front of my eyes. The moment they start making the puppet, playing puppets, learning puppetry. You know, sometimes I work with seniors, and sometimes they are like, they're not feeling well, they are that age. So they are sometimes very grumpy. You know, those seniors who would not even say a word, and they're sitting, they're saying, I have to shoot with puppets? What are puppets? And suddenly when puppets come, they melt. When they interact with the puppet slowly there, you know, that facade breaks. They smile, they hug the puppet, never wanting to let go. I think it's this return to childhood that sparks great joy in us once we immerse ourselves in puppetry. Okay, I can give you another reason. Next slide, please. Another reason why puppetry makes us all happier. Because it gets our creative side out. You know, puppetry is such a creative field, and researchers show us, this is no news, we all know this, that we are happier, more energetic when we are getting into something creative, when we are doing something creative. Puppetry is amazingly creative. Next slide. Puppeteers are creating magic every day with seemingly ordinary objects like paper and stick and cloth. It doesn't matter if you are a banker or if you're a graphic designer. When you are creating something with your hands, if you're making a puppet, say, even with sock or trash, without any expectation of the outcome, your stress level goes down and feel-good hormones are released. Next slide, please. When we are writing, rehearsing, performing a puppet play, we enter a state of flow. And it's like a Zen-like state. And that is super conducive to our psychological well-being. When we are making a puppet come alive, our focus enhances. We are more mindful, more present in every moment we are performing on stage. Like I was here with Nani. Right here, right now, I am nowhere else but here. Next slide, please. And as they say, haath kangan ko RC kya? So, we are just going to all try a little bit of the kind of puppetry that I do and see how it makes us feel right here, right now. Then we won't need any other proof, right? Okay, everybody, are you ready to be puppeteers? Yes? Awesome. So just raise your dominant hand, whether it is your right or left hand that you mostly work with or write with. Awesome. Now put your fingers and thumb together. Now you can do it like this, also like this, whatever is comfortable. Because we are just starting, maybe you can try like this. Okay, this is the face of your puppet. And this is the body of your puppet. You can imagine the puppet's eyes here. There is no pressure, very lightly touching fingers and thumb together. To make your puppet talk, all you have to do is move your thumb. Isolate your thumb. Why? Because this is puppet's lower jaw. And humans, we talk with our lower jaw. We don't talk with our heads. So don't move your fingers. Otherwise, your puppet's going to talk like... Okay. And listen, nobody's going to tell you this. This is the rule. This is what I was doing with Nani. You have to move your thumb once every syllable that you are saying. That's how you make a puppet come alive. So if you want your puppet to say hi, you're going to say hi. Just the thumbs. Hi. No, say it and match it with your thumb. 1, 2, 3, together. Hi. Well done. You are going to say hello. Hello is a 2-syllable word. So hello. Together. Hello. Love, you all are good. Let us make our puppet count till 10. Okay? Focus. Together. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give yourself an applause. That was a tricky one. 7 is? There you go. Our speaker spoke. It's a 2-syllable word. So you're going to say 7, not 7. Be honest. How many of you said 7? I'm not going to. You all are raising hands. I'm not going to mark you on it. We are just starting. It's all right. It'll come with practice and focus. All right. Now let's try a high-pitched voice because we create different voices for our puppet. We have to do it. Together. No inhibitions. 1, 2, 3. Hi. We are good. The girls are good at this. All right. 1, 2, 3. Together. Hi. Good. Now let's try a low voice for a monster, a bass voice from the stomach. Hi. Brilliant you all are. Okay.
A nasal voice. Hi there. Yes, from the nose. Hi.
You all are good. The gravelly voice, gravel, like a lion, okay?
Hi there. Hello. Yeah. Ah, ah.
Make your puppet laugh. This is brilliant. Clap for yourself. How are you all feeling, bud? Are you feeling any more energetic than you were feeling before? Those of you who were sleeping, are you awake? Are you feeling lighter, happier? This is how I feel every time I perform with puppets. And it's almost every time it's almost every day that I'm doing something or the other related to puppetry because I'm a professional puppeteer. Either I'm designing or making a puppet or writing for it or dubbing or singing for it or shooting with it or rehearsing a puppet play or something. Next slide, please. I also perform one of the most loved puppet characters in the world, Elmo. This character I play in Gully Gully Sim Sim, which is the Indian co-production of Sesame Street in the US. It's one of the most loved children's show on television in the US for the longest time. And it's such a happy world within itself. But you know, it sometimes happens because life happens. Sometimes I go on the floor and I'm not feeling so great. Sometimes I'm just low, mood is not right, something or the other, I'm low. But I can give you 100% guarantee, it's 100% success rate, that the power of puppets, the magic of this amazing art form puppetry, it always ends up making me feel brighter and happier towards the end of the day. It doesn't matter how my day started, it always ends up better because of puppetry. And that's a huge proof for me personally on why puppetry makes us all happier. The next slide, please. You know, we also suggest, studies also show us that there is a 10% overall increase in our mood and a sustained happiness that will follow us for weeks once we are indulged in something as creative as puppetry. And I want to put in a word about the use of puppets in therapy. I don't know how many of you have heard of puppets in therapy, but a puppet is a wonderful tool to help us gently express our feelings and thoughts and emotions. Why? Because with a puppet in hand, suddenly the focus shifts from you to this creature here, and then it gets easier for us to express our bottled up thoughts and emotions. And if anything, you can always tell everyone, I didn't say it, she said it. Or you can also tell people to talk to your hand, literally. And don't do that. I'm just kidding. Never do that. Next slide, please. The third reason why I feel puppetry makes us all happier is because it teaches us to keep it light. As we grow up, we always think like we have to be very serious. We are teachers, we are professionals, we have to be. Why? Puppets are great at life lessons. Being a puppeteer, who can tell you better that heavy baggage weighs you down? Puppets are fun. They are the embodiment of eternal optimism. They teach us to not take ourselves or our life too seriously. You know, I also run my own puppetry initiative, the Puppetarians, with another puppeteer, Hashim Heather. Next slide, please. And together we do a lot of different kind of puppet works. But I especially want to tell you about this thing that we do, that we have done in the past couple of years. Next slide, please. In the past few years, when the world was going through, all of us were going through such a low because of the pandemic, we, from our homes, created a video series with puppets called Tara Hai Taiyar. It has two of our beloved puppet characters. One is Tara, the little girl, and her father, the Appa, puppet Papa. And together, they teach children, parents, caregivers, teachers, how they can all be healthier, happier, safer. How can they cope during the pandemic better, more creatively? And this series was created with UNICEF Uttar Pradesh and got a lot of different recognitions, awards for being so helpful to families across India. But for us, the biggest rewards remain getting all these messages, emails, comments from families telling us how these puppets made them smile, made them laugh during one of the toughest times in their lives. And this is such a great big proof for me, a shining example of how puppetry can make us all happier even in the darkest of times. You know, on this note, I want you all to meet Tara. Will you like to meet Tara? Yes. I thought so. Why don't you all call her? Say, Tara, come out. She's a little shy. Tara, come out. From your heart. Yes, yes. Come on, keep saying, keep saying.
Hi, who's calling Tara? It's so many of you. Hi. Hi there. Hi, I am Tala. How are you all? Good? I am good too, thank you. Do you know what does Tara mean? Ha! 100 out of 100. Mwah. Good. But Tara doesn't only mean star. It means twinkle, twinkle, little star. Hey, can I sing my favorite rhyme for you all? Yeah? But you all are looking at me, I'm feeling shy. Why don't you all sing with me? Will you sing with me? 1, 2, 3, sing! Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Thank you. And Appa and I made a Hindi version of it. Tim tim karta chota tala, kaun hai wo kyun lagta pyala. दूर है कितना हमसे वो जैसे आसमान में हीरा हो ला 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 ला. Oh, where is Appa? Appa? Oh, there he is. I made you all look. He's not there. He's in the canteen eating dosa. He loves dosa. I'll go eat too. Bye bye. I love you. Mwah.
Thank you so much. You know, the Dalai Lama has said that the purpose of our life is to be happy. Oh, and if it is so, then why are we missing out on this lovely art form and its capability to make us all happier? If there's anything the pandemic has taught us, is that the world is going through unprecedented challenges. We must try everything in our hands for our healthier, happier well-being. And among all the other things we are trying for us to be happy, Add puppetry too. Yeah, I have many, many more reasons. I can tell you why and how puppetry makes us happier, but I have a time limit to stick to, and Abhinandan is staring at me. So I'll wrap, but I'll wrap with just a request. I want you all to honestly give puppetry a try, at least once, and see how it makes you feel. You'll say, how? How can we do that? It's very easy these days. When I began, it wasn't so. But these days, you have a lot of tutorials online, these videos that you can learn from how you can make your own simple puppets and how you can learn basic puppetry techniques. And at least you can start from there. I also want to urge you to please find out puppeteers in your area. See what puppet shows are happening in your city. And please go and watch them with your families. Support the art of puppetry, support puppeteers, whichever way you can. They are the harbinger of happiness. If you're a teacher, please use puppets in your classroom. They have this amazing power to catch children's attention, to impart amazing life lessons, social skills, soft skills. If there are children in your family, please sit with them, make puppets with them, and include puppetry in their world of play. And if you're working in offices, please host puppeteers, host puppetry workshops, because puppetry is really great at inspiring creativity, imagination, leadership qualities, overall well-being. Try puppetry and see how it changes everything around you and inside you. Let puppetry make you happier. I feel this is an idea worth sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.